Thank you, Guido.
Thank you.
If this now takes us to the open business part of the agenda, does anybody, oh, I'm sorry, Clerk Bauer had somebody from on the internet. Sure. Oh, it's up to you. Oh, Charlie, go ahead.
I was just wondering, we talked last meeting about doing a Zoom for the recreational and the ordinance.
Yeah.
Have we set that up, or are we going to talk about?
No, that's one of the things I want to talk about. You know, I think I was going to talk to you guys. You know, I think we should go back to possibly doing study sessions in February if you guys are up for that. They will have to be done here, but I think we should possibly go back to, you know, that's something we want to look at, and then basically get an idea of how you guys want to handle that, because I know we've done surveys in the past. You know, as far as I think it's Survey Monkey it's called or something, like the Parks and Rec I think did it, and you know, I mean, there's something we can do there. I did like the mayor's idea of people sending in, you know, a statement or a letter or something like that, but I think we got to get together. I think it's set for the second meeting in February, so before then we all have to figure out what we want to do and how we want to do it.
Yeah, so it could be advertised earlier.
Sure,
So people
yeah,
can hear it.
absolutely, yeah.
You know, if we're going to do a Zoom, everybody
Right.
needs to know as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, the discussion would definitely be televised. You know, whether we're able to have people zoom in, you know, we'll have to see if we're able to do that. Sure.
Check. First off, I want to say happy birthday to our chairman, Tim Woolley.
Thank you.
Never get older, right? Don't count years.
51.
Also, condolences to the residents of Dearborn Heights and to the family and friends of Mary Dan Paletka. I also have a couple questions on maybe the mayor. I don't know if you can answer these. We received an email yesterday in regard to the school board meeting being here. How did that come about to be, preferably because it didn't end up being in here? How did it become coming into here? Because I thought meetings had to be posted or something like that. The area, the agenda, not the agenda, the area that the place it's going to be had to be posted ahead of time, and it wasn't posted on the school district's website.
Mr. Chairman, I can't answer the posting question because that would be a question for the school district. But in terms of how it became here, in speaking to the new superintendent, he had asked if it would be possible for them to do the swearing in via cablecast. And so that, because I think all of their meetings have only been on Zoom, they don't offer any kind of cable television. So we agreed, and so on New Year's Eve, I'm sorry, I met him here and we did kind of a walkthrough, and where we ran into the problem yesterday was it was going to be here. It was a ceremonial swearing in. I don't know that there was any real action taken. I think they did maybe a vote to approve their president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, but other than that, there was no actions taken. They needed Zoom to each one of the individual PCs. We could not accommodate, so they ended up making a last-minute decision to move it back to the Board of Education. So we were just trying to partner with them to allow them to cablecast it so it was broadcast at home for everybody to see in light of the pandemic and this not being available to the school board on cable.
So would that be considered an open meeting if they would have had it here?
I suspect that it would have been, and I suspect they would have posted it on their website, but it would have been their open meeting, not our open meeting.
Right. The reason I'm asking is because I'm the one who does the posting for the open meetings. I did not receive anything, and I didn't know anything about it until I received the email yesterday about, you know, elected officials coming to the board meeting. But I believe, according to the school district, I don't know how the city runs, the school district, it has to be posted 18 hours prior to any meeting. And if the venue has changed, that has to be posted also. So that's why I was kind of confused on why it was here and not there, and, you know, who made that decision and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I believe the same is required of us as 18 hours in advance. But we did offer them, if they want to in the future, hold meetings here so that it can be cable televised for residents at home. We would be more than happy to accommodate them because their meetings are not on the same day as our meetings. So, and they do not have the infrastructure right now to offer that via cable. So they would need to physically come here to do that, or they would have to invest in the technology to do that.
Right.
I think they're looking at that option, but I think they really want to offer the Board of Education meetings on television.
Okay, and the other question I have is in regards to the Taylor Today paper about the board members, the new board members that, well, they're new now. the Taylor Today, can anybody submit an article to the Taylor Today? Like, I know Carl had one time had mentioned about the Taylor Historical Society submitting something. Do we write that up and then just give it to, is he the one who's in charge that takes the articles, or how did this come about?
There's an internal group that works on it, including somebody from Printwell, or it's another, I can't remember the company name, but it's a company that is a subsidiary of Printwell. We work on it collectively. Sometimes it's sponsors that pay for certain stories that they want published. Sometimes we do a small business spotlight. Sometimes, depending on the timing, it'll be something more Little League related. But in general, if somebody has a request, they can certainly send it to Carl. We can't guarantee that it's going to be in a particular issue because we are limited on space. Unless somebody wants to sponsor it and pay for it, and then we can purchase additional space.
So do you know who submitted that article?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Carl.
So I can email him and ask him. I was just curious because some of the information in there was not what I believe to be up to par.
Mr. Chairman, it may be that nobody submitted it. It may be that we drafted it internally. I don't
Oh, okay.
know. I'd have to talk to Carl.
Okay, I will do that, thank you.
So, with that being said, anybody on this council could do the same thing. You could pay for that spot. Is that correct?
Yes.
If I want to pay for a page, I can do that at any time.
For a particular issue?
Yeah.
Like something that's, yeah, I suspect you can. I know there's an internal policy about campaign-related pieces. They would not run anything like that.
Jesus Christ, that's full of campaign.
I'm sorry?
That's full of campaign. Let's keep it on. If you read it.
Yeah, it's a welcoming of the school board members. It's after the election. There was nothing put in prior to the election.
Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday.
I do have a couple other things that doesn't have to do with that. Who's here from DPW? Is Steve Fox?
No, he had a procedure
Okay.
today, so.
The lamp that was down before that I had constantly asked about in front of a CVS is up, so I thank you for that. There's no yellow box there anymore, but it's not lit.
Yeah, I know that on both corners we're having an issue. Same thing with the brownstones, the apartments or condos. That light is also out right now. We had, if you guys remember, there's Christmas decorations at all four corners. Well, basically the entire holiday, that light and the decorations were not illuminated. So we do have calls into DTE. There is some ongoing issue. We just don't know what it is. DTE is really behind right now, though. Virtually every project is delayed weeks, if not months.
I just want to say thank you that there's actually a light there now. That looks good. And then the other thing is the lamp post that's down on Telegraph and Goddard, was that because of an accident?
Yes.
That was, okay.
Yeah. Unrelated to the.
That was my next question.
A different
Okay.
accident, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just would like to remind everybody, it is January, and anybody that has Little Leaguers out there, this is the time that these Little Leagues start their, getting people with kids to come in and sign up, so reach out to your Little Leagues. I know they combined a lot last year, so reach out to those. I think they have Facebook pages. And hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And, oh, I'm sorry, third hour. You got away. I'm wrapping things up.